Welcome to the Daily Show. I'm here with Cameron H. and Trist, and today we will be taking you from the beginning of the seasons in ORBL and RMLW to today. First off, we will be going to ORBL with the New York Scrappers, Petro, getting the first perfect game of the season with 6 Ks, and the Scrappers winning that. How do you think his performance has affected the Scrappers?
That's actually pretty good for Petro, because Petro has been like a good pitcher. Having the first game, like perfect game to pitch, is just awesome. Like, never seen him do it, but I've seen him play. He's awesome.
Another question, the first question today is, ORBL going under the new management of Game Boy. Trist, you and him are somewhat good friends. How do you think this will affect ORBL?
Well, Game Boy is pretty cool. But, him managing ORBL is probably not the best thing, probably not the smartest idea. But I believe he'll keep it alive, though.
Yeah, that's what I worry about some leagues. When people don't know how to run leagues, they let it die. They don't do much to it. They just let it die. But I believe in Game Boy because he takes stuff seriously. And I think he's going to make the league not dead and make it still be alive out there in the Rec Room community.
Continuing talking about Game Boy and other veterans, there are many veterans today after this season quitting. What do you think the rookies today will have to do to keep ORBL running and keeping it fun for everyone?
So, technically what I'm thinking, so some rookies don't get drafted, but what they should do with ORBL is make like a minor league team, like keep ORBL, just have a channel or like a section of the Discord, have a minor league Discord. Like they should have a minor league Discord where the rookies play, actually, except for, and the thing is, like, a lot of people are leaving servers because they don't get drafted, they don't want to wait, and, what I would have done is make another league, ORBL minor leagues, something like that, so actually people can play.
And keeping it with Game Boy and Slash, the Islanders are going to be a pretty solid team with some very impressive veterans. Tris, do you think the Islanders have a chance of being the new Bacon Snakes?
Yeah, I think they have pretty good potential. Slash is always coaching pretty well teams. Yeah.
I think they're actually gonna do good. Islanders, they made it playoffs. They made good. They played the Boy Scouts. Cameron H. hitting my first hit, getting a base hit. But I did not get drafted this year. But I really just don't care. I just want Islanders to make World Series this year.
All right, now with RMLW, as it is a wiffle ball league and has had its bumpy ride, has died a few times, but Jerna is trying to keep his heart into it and keeping it going. And Cameron, you are in the league, you are on the Islanders. How do you think that Jerna will keep the league alive?
I own a team now. I own a team. Right now, actually, our team's not doing that bad. They're like the Magic last year, starting 0-2, not winning any games. I think my team will come out with a W today. But I just got to talk about one thing about the World Series last season. Quill hitting his first home run when he first played, he hit a home run near the foul pole, and then his last World Series, which he is retiring here, which is sad, hits it the same spot, which is actually pretty rare for Quill. That's just pretty rare to do.
Alright, now we go to the board and look at the standings for ORBL and RMLW. We are here at the board looking at the standings for ORBL, and starting in the Northern Conference, in first place of the Northwest, we have the the Minnesota Midgets, who are 2-0 right now after week 1. They are looking as a pretty solid team to begin with, winning the first 2 games of this series. But right behind them are the Garden City Guardians at 2-1, who have played the first game of week 2, and as of last night, played pretty well against New York's Raptors. And then in the bottom two, looking to try and change their seasons, are the Miami Moonshots and the Louisville Lightning. Now in the Northeast, we have San Diego and Los Angeles Knights trying to fight for that first place of the Northeast, who will try and keep the solid season going as it is right now. Behind them, New York Scrappers, 2-1. They had Petro throw that 6K shutout, perfect game. And then following is the Manhattan Mafia. Now with the Southern Conference, we have two of the most solid teams you will see this season, with first place, the Corpus Christi Islanders, having some solid veterans retiring after this season, and then the Orlando Outlaws, 2-0 also, trying to hold their season and try and beat the Islanders in the playoffs and hold a World Series. Falling behind them, the Raleigh Rams, 0-2, Northeast Grizzlies, 0-2 in the Southwest Division. And in Southeast, we have the Baytown Bombers, 2-0, and then behind them, all 0-2, as the Baytown Bombers are trying to hold that conference, is the Night City Psychos, Long Island Lakers, and Gulfport Admirals, all at 0-2. So this is looking good for the Baytown Bombers, as they will try and hold the Southeast Conference for themselves. For RMLW, we have in the American League, the Eagles in first place at 3-1, trying to hold their division up. The D-backs and the D-backs and the Sabre Express are falling behind, with the D-backs 2-0 and the Express 2-1. Falling behind, but will catch up, will be the Boston Bears, who are a pretty strong team, and will try and fight hard to win that conference. And in the NL, we have the always favorited Magic 2-1, then the Dark Capitals 2-0, and then falling behind is the Moose at 1-3, and a pretty solid Islanders team. Any of these teams at this point, after going into week 3, will have a pretty solid time and will try to beat their conference and make it to the playoffs. The season is not over until the final week, and any of these teams, no matter what the record is right now, has any chance of making the playoffs. Doesn't matter who's on the team, they can push it and will do it and will not give up. Now for the hot take.
What I think my hot seat, what I think is the Boston Bears, the Boston Bears will lead the division and win the division and try to go on for the first World Series and first season in the RMLW. And let's go Bears.
Thank you for watching The Daily Show. Come back every day for daily news in your favorite rec baseball leagues. Daily Show signing off. See you guys tomorrow.
Audio Jungle.